Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Ryan. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw, Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. On first down, it's Newton. They will find Davis. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now Newton. Flushed out right. Completes it to Davis. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A minimal gain as we fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, and he gets in. Touchdown. Atlanta. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
From the 29, Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Right to the 3.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Newton, eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 22, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler, Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and
for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
From his goal line here, Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Ryan. His throw incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Wide open receiver, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. On 1st down, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Ryan on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Now it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
20.
Newton now to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On 3rd down, Newton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Check 25. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Coming. All right, 25 tonight. 54. Mike 54.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Gun.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Check 20.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And some room to maneuver. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Rolling, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now it's Ryan. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Ryan will throw again. He completes it to Jones. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. Flush to his right, and this is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. To throw again is Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
On
first down, it's Newton. This one caught by Davis.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Newton to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Back to throw, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They run. Devontae Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second and goal from inside the 5. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position, now facing third down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Buying time to his left. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. It's a set, ready? Exit.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton, screen pass to Lindsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Newton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 27, Newton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. That's caught by Hollister. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And they got the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Newton, meanwhile, here connected with McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is McCaffrey. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
You got it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
This is Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, Freeman. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here we go. Wait. 59 mark.
Here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go, plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Watch the twitch.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Ready. Back 25. Wait. Watch the run. Check. Ready to go.
Freeman. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them done in this one.
So for Atlanta, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they fall for the first